come here. Now you can see it here, bucket policy in S3. What is the usage of bucket policy? If you want to be restrict bucket level, if you want to be allow or if you want to be deny, okay, you can use the bucket policy. Remember guys, even if you have a admin privileges for particular user, if you restrict at bucket level, they can't able to access. I will show you so that you will get some idea exactly what I'm saying. And remember, for this one, right, what I'm doing, right, I have created one user. I'm going to the IAM user, go to here, go to IAM. Okay, go to IAM. Now here, go to the IAM and also you can see the username is dev. Okay, the particular dev, right, I have connected here. Okay, particular dev, I logged in the particular using the dev credentials. Okay, for dev credentials, right, I have here. If you see here, this is the URL and this is the username, this is the password, and we have created access key and secret key also. Fine. Now what you have to do, if you are not aware this one, right, please have a look at AWS IAM concept so that you will get some idea. Okay, how do we create the user and specific one? We have created. And now I log in Firefox, right? I logged in with the dev user. If you see here, dev authority means dev user. Fine. Now dev user, this particular user, right? Here the particular user, we have provided the S3 read only. If you see here, S3 read only access we have provided. That's why I'm able to see all the buckets. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to use the DevOps 7893. And if we're trying to upload, if you see here, upload, if we're trying to upload add files, and I'm trying to upload, right? If you see here, I'm trying to upload fourth one, anything's fine. Any object is file or folder, anything's fine. Now I'm trying to upload. What happened? What happened if you see here? If you see here, it is getting upload failed. One file is failed. And if you see here, it is throwing the access denied. What is throwing? It is throwing access denied. Why it is throwing access denied? If you click here, you don't have permissions to upload files and folders. The reason is whatever dev user, right? It contains only this particular dev user. It contains only read-only access. Read-only access means only the particular S3 bucket he can able to view it. He don't have option to upload or delete it. Okay. Even he don't have delete as well. If you see here, I'm trying to delete dev.pem file. You can click the delete, and here it is asking that specified one. And once you delete, right, you can't revert back. Be careful. I'm giving that delete. Okay, click the delete object. Now, if you see here, it is getting the access denied. It is getting access denied. Remember, guys, access denied. Clear, right? Because the particular user having only read-only access. That's why. Now, what I will do, right? On bucket level, I will be enabling it. What will happen? Let's see. Okay. For that one, right? Remember, guys, I'm again telling for this particular dev user having only read-only. Now, what I will do, right? I'm in root account in this particular bucket, whatever you have a bucket, right? In bucket, go to the permissions. Okay. Go to the bucket object, bucket policy, go to here. Okay. Now here, what I will do, right? I will be put the JSON file saying that allow put object. Put object is nothing but upload the objects. Upload the object is nothing but I'm uploading from my local to remote. I mean, the particular S3, right? I will give the access. If you are not aware how to generate, don't worry. Here we have a policy generator. Click this one. Here we have a policy generator. Click that one. Okay. Now here we have what type of policy you are going to create it. Select the S3. And then whether you want to give the allow or deny. Select the allow only. Okay. Now here very most important thing, principal. Whatever you going to create the policy, right? Which user or group or role you want to give the permissions for allow. If you give the star, right, it will apply for everyone, but it is not recommended. Always give the principal is the specific ARN. Now what I'm going to do, right? Now what I'm going to do, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to IAM, go to the user, copy this particular user ARN. Okay, copy this ARN and you can give it here. Now here most important, AWS services S3, right? Okay. Now here actions, what type of permissions you are going to give it? Now currently I want to give only put object. It means he or she wants to be only upload, give the upload access. Okay. Now if you see here, come down, put object. Yeah, if we see here, we have a put object. Select this one. Now here it is asking the Amazon resource name. You have to give the bucket URL. Which URL you want to give the put object. Okay. For that one, right, come here, go to the here bucket URL, right, copy this URL. Okay. And come here, you can give it. Now what you have to do, right? You have to add the statement. Click the statement. Now here you have to generate the policy. Now if we see here, it is generated. What this policy is saying, right? This ID, anything, whatever generated, and versioning, right? This policy version, they are maintaining specific, in AWS, right? They are maintaining the version. So this is the version, okay, 2012, 10th month, 17th date, okay? And coming to the statement, right? SID, action, whether it is put object is nothing but he or she can able to upload it. And effect, right? Whether we are allowing or denying, we are allowing, okay? And next here, right? Here, which resource is nothing but which object, bucket. We given the bucket URL, ARM. And principal, right? In principal, we are giving only specific this user can able to upload from upload to this particular bucket because I'm giving the put object. Now copy this one. Okay. Come to bucket and you can paste it here. Okay, fine. Now what you have to do, you can come here and you can click the save changes. When you're trying to save, right, it is throwing the error. Action does not apply to any resources statement. Now what you have to do, right, when you are giving, okay, put object, you have to give in bucket resource, right, you have to give /start. You have to give the /start because inside the bucket only, right, you have to upload. That's why you have to give the /start. Okay. Now what you have to do, you can give the save changes. Now we are good with this one. Now what we'll do, right? Here we given the allow this specific user to upload to this S3 bucket. But if you observe here, this user having only read only. Okay. But in S3 bucket level, we have uploaded. I mean, we have given the permission to allow. Now what will happen? Let's see. Now I'm going to this here. Now I'm trying to upload it. Go to add files. Okay. I'm uploading again MP4. Come here, click the upload button. Now if you see here, you haven't received any error. You haven't received any error. You are successfully uploaded. You are successfully uploaded. Clear, right? If you observe one thing, you may ask question or observe one thing or you may ask question. Murli, here, this is the user and this particular user, we have given read only. How it will work? The reason is this user, whatever we are giving the permissions, right? This is the identity based permission. But in bucket level, we have updated, right? This is resource based permission. Even though if you don't have access on user level, if you update it in bucket level, it will be allowed because resource based permissions, it will be high priority compared to IAM user. Even though if you don't give any permissions also, if you already allow that particular S3 objects, right? Put object. That's why you can able to access. I mean, you can able to upload the data. But here we given only upload it. If you are trying to delete also, it won't work. Clear, right? Here you have to understand what is the difference between resource-based versus identity-based. If you use the identity-based, right? IAM-based or identity-based. Identity-based, you can give the access to specific users. But if you are restricted bucket level, resource-based level, even though if you give the access to the user level, it won't be worth. Even user, group or role, it won't be worth. Because this bucket or resource-based, whatever you are going to give, right? That is the permissions will be applied. It will take the high priority. Okay, clear, right? Understand, right? Any questions? No, right? And these are one of the most important, whether you really worked or not, they can use it to identify. And one more thing, you may ask question, Murli, where exactly this type of condition will come? Remember in real time, organization level, okay, everyone having access to S3 bucket. Okay, they have a admin privileges. Okay, but specific bucket, if they have admin access, right? If you have a multiple buckets, right? They can able to upload, they can able to delete, they can able to view everything, right? But some use cases, specific bucket, they wanted to restrict only Murli user can access, only Suresh user can access, except that guy. If anyone trying to, if anyone trying to access, they can't able to see it. If that is the case, right, we will be use the bucket policy. Using that bucket policy, we will be allow specific user. Apart from this guy, if anyone, you can give the deny, then it means other people can't able to access. Other people can't able to access. Able to access or able to view or able to delete or able to upload. Okay, clear, right? This is the uses of. You can instead of allow also you can give the deny. Let's take an example. I'm giving deny. Here it is asking the error, right? Finally, one more I'm going to show you. Copy this user and you can give it here. Here, very important. I'm doing what I'm doing, right? Here we did for view the buckets, right? View the buckets we have given. It means read only. Now what I'm going to do, right? List bucket, I'm going to disable it. List bucket, I'm going to disable at bucket level. What will happen? Let's see. Now here, right? List L JKL ML list. Yeah, if you see here, sorry. If you see a list bucket, I'm giving, but here I'm denying. It means this particular user, it will show the deny. Okay, now here it is asking the Amazon resource name. Now what I'm going to do, right? I'm giving this bucket. I'm giving this bucket, whatever giving. If we copy this bucket, okay, copy that bucket, and we can give it here. Sorry, bucket, where is that? Go to here, copy ARN, bucket ARN, okay, give it here. Right. Now you can give the add statement and we can generate it. But this one I don't require, allow one I don't require. I'm disabling, just I'm giving the deny, okay? Generate policy. If you see here, S3 list bucket, I'm giving deny specific user, specific bucket, whatever, which bucket you want to be showing the deny, okay? They are not able to view that, okay? Now what we'll do, right? Go to here, go to permissions, come here and go to the bucket policy, edit bucket policy. I'm going to update here. Okay, fine. You don't require to give slash star. Okay, if you want to be give at object level, you have to give slash star. But bucket, right? You don't require to give it. Save changes. Now, if you go here, currently I'm able to see this DevOps, right? Bucket, right? Now I'm refreshing this one. If you see here, DevOps Morley, I'm seeing that insufficient permissions to list objects. The reason is we have disabled it. And also the particular we have given, we have disabled, right? That's why we are seeing this one. Clear, right? This is the process of using bucket policy, especially, right? If you are storing AWS ALB logs, okay, during that time, we use this S3 bucket policy. I will show you later sometime, okay? We'll get some idea more. Fine. What is the next one? Come here. Next one completed. I'm coming to that life cycle. What are the uses of life cycle? How do we do? Let's see. Okay. For that one, right? Go to here. Go to bucket. Okay. Go to the management. Here we have a life cycle rules. What it will do? Create a life cycle. This is the one of the most important in real time, right? We always use the life cycle for VPC flow logs, CloudTrail logs, WAF logs. Okay. Fine. Now here it is asking the lifecycle rule name. Now what I will do, right? Move to IA after 30 days. Just I'm giving any name. You can give any name. IA is nothing but infrequent access. Okay. Standard IA. Okay. Now if you see here, it will move. Now it is asking choose all rule scope or specific, apply to the specific one. And I mean all the objects you want to apply are specific path. Example, if you want to be move only specific path, what you will do? Example, I can show you. Okay. Yeah, for easy to understand purpose, right? I have created VPC flow logs specific bucket. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, right? Select this one. Okay. If you see here, you are able to see this particular AWS logs on that account, and then you are not seeing any logs. The reason is nothing happening at network level. That's why you are not able to see it. Okay. Now what we will do? What we will do? Okay. If you want to be set, specifically rules, right? In this bucket, right? We will be do that one. Select that one. Go to the management. Lifecycle rules, create a lifecycle rule, and you can give it here, move to IA after 30 days. Okay. And here you can give that limited to specific path, or if you want to be apply all the objects inside the bucket, but it is not recommended. Better to choose the limited scope. Okay. And here you have to give the specific path. Example, here, what I'm doing here, right? Example, I'm doing here, this part. Example, I'm doing this part. Okay. What you have to do, right? Go to the properties, copy this specific path. Okay. Slash AWS logs. Okay. Copy this one. Example, I'm telling, but here it is contains like US, West -2, East -1, something region as well. Example, I'm giving US East 1 /star. What will happen, right? Inside the bucket. Okay. Inside the bucket in this particular path, whatever after region, right? Any file or folders or anything created, okay, after 30 days, automatically it will be moved to the IA. We are mentioning like that. IA is nothing but infrequent. Okay. So here you have to give the specific path. In our case, right, particular VPC, right, I have said that VPC flow logs. So that's why we have created the bucket and we are giving that specific path. Okay. Don't worry. I will show you how do we store the VPC flow logs to the S3, but just for understanding the S3 bucket. So currently just I have set up already. When it comes to the VPC concept, right? Again, I will show you how to set up VPC flow logs to the S3. Okay. So that you will get some idea. Okay. Currently we given this one, right? Whatever you give the path after a specific region, whatever storing, right? It will be moving from standard to standard again. Okay. Example I'm telling. Okay. Now come here. Here, if you want to specify any object size, you can give it, but currently we don't require. You can ignore that. Okay. And also here, lifecycle rules also, if you want to be, you can set. Here, one of the most, move current versions of objects between storage classes. It means, right, whatever we have a current versions, if you want to move from standard to standard IA. I already mentioned, right, move to IA after 30 days. That's why here I'm selecting the standard IA. Now the standard IA, right, minimum is 30 days. Remember guys, minimum is 30 days. You have to give it here 30 days. What will happen? First, it will be stored it in standard. Then from standard, right, it will be moved to the standard IA. Okay. Now you can come here. And also, if you want to be, if you see here also you can see current versions. First, it will be uploaded. Then it will go to the move to standard IA. Okay. Clear. Now, in case if you non-concurrent versions, right? If you are enabling versioning, right? Non-concurrent versions, right? That one also, if you want to be move to the storage classes, you can do that. Select this one and you can do it here. Standard IA after 30 days, minimum 30 days, because standard IA is the, as I already shown, right? 30 days duration minimum. Okay, fine. And also, in case if you want to be set current, I may say this. If you want to be expired current versions of objects, you can do that one. If you see here, what will happen, right? If you give the 30 days, what will happen? Whatever current objects, right? After 30 days, okay? Today uploaded the one file, one object. The object will be available 30 days. After 30 days, that object will be deleted. Same thing will happen concurrently. Okay. If you see here, object is expired after 30 days. If you want to set, you can do that. In case that permanently, if you want to delete a non-concurrent versions also, you can set it. Okay. And also, if you see here, non-concurrent, you can give the 30. Okay. You can give it here. If you see here, non-concurrent versions, first it will be stored and then it will be delete all specific permanently, it will be deleted. Okay, majorly, right? And also if you want to be select delete expired object, delete markers are incomplete. Sometimes, right, when you are uploading the data, okay, it might not be fully uploaded. During that time, right, what we can do, right, you can select this one and you can delete permanently specific after specific days. If you want to be delete, you can select this one and you can keep it how many days, number of days. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Majorly, right, what we will do use, right, first one, and you can use this one. And also sometimes we will be use this object one also. These two will be used. First one, right? I'm selecting the standard IA or one zone or glacier. Okay. Glacier instance retrieval or glacier deep archive. If you see here, each and every one, they are mentioning 90 days, 90 days, 180 days. You can see it, everything you can able to see it here. Based on use cases, right? We'll be select and we'll be give it here. Okay. Clear, right? Fine. These are one of the most important example. I'm giving 30 days. Okay. Now after 30 days, days after object, right? Example 365 days, 365. 365 days, right? What will happen? First, it will be object will be upload and move to the standard after 365 days, right? Whatever objects it will be automatically delete. Especially, right? This life cycle will always use. Otherwise, right? If you not set life cycle for VPC flow logs, application load balancer access logs, or CloudTrail logs, right? If you store all the data, if you are not deleting all the data, if it is not required, so it will be charged, right? It will be always increase the pricing. I mean, charge. Clear, right? Fine. So that is the reason we in real time we always use the life cycle rule. Depends on use cases. We will discuss with internal our manager and team lead. Based on that one, if say okay, first it will be stored standard, then after 30 days you can move to standard IA, and then after 365 days, if you want to be delete, you can delete. Then we can proceed this one. Okay, create a rule. Now if you see here, what will happen? First it will be store it in standard, then it will be moved to standard IA. Then after, then it will be expired. Okay. And here one of the most important thing. Once you create this one, right? Every day, UTC, I think UTC format, every day 12 AM, it will be apply these changes. Even though if you create now, right? Immediately it won't apply. It will apply every day UTC format 12 AM. It will be apply these changes. Okay, clear, right? Sometimes, right, you mention like immediately delete, immediately change to standard idea. It might not be changed. The reason is every day 12 AM UTC format, it will be whatever you apply, right? Those changes will be applied. It won't be applied immediately. Okay, clear, right? Just for FI. Yeah, if you want to be edit, if you want to edit, you can do it. If you want to be delete, and if you want to disable this rule also, you can do that one. Okay. This is the process of using specifically using this lifecycle rule, one of the most important as well. Okay. In real time, we frequently use, and also if sometimes they will ask the interview level, how do you move from specific storage to another storage? How do we delete permanently specific duration? We can create the lifecycle rule and we can configure it. Okay, clear. Clear, right? Fine. Now we can see it. How do we upload the ALB logs to the S3 bucket? Okay, let's see. Why do we require to store the application logs to the S3 bucket? Why do we require? Simple example, we have a load balancer. Okay, ALB load balancer. Okay, we have applications. We have set up for target groups and also auto scaling group. That is fine. Okay, some use cases in production, right? Sometimes they may get 500 error. They may get 500 error or 404 error. Okay, 500 related error at LB level. So application team or developer or QA team, they raise the concern like, hey Murli, this particular application, we are getting the 500 error. Can you please have a look? 400 error, 502 error. So then, right, if it is getting 500 error, yes, we can check it, health check, that is fine. But sometimes I mean, occasionally we are getting that 500 errors. So if that is the case, right, we have to check it logs. We have to check the application logs. So for that one, right, we have to check the application load balancer logs. Is there any issue with application level? We have to be check it. So for that one, right, so we require to, by default, right, when you are getting the load balancer, we haven't enabling any access logs for that particular load balancer. So but first we have to enabling it. So for that one, right, what you have to do, first we have to create the bucket. What you have to create? Go to here. I'm create a bucket. Remember, wherever we have a load balancer, same available, same region only, we have to create it. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, right? Here I'm giving ALB logs. Unique name, that's why I'm giving my number here. Unique name. Okay. Now you can come here and you can, okay, everything's fine. Just create it. Now if you see here, we have created the bucket. Bucket name is ALB logs, this one. Okay. Now copy this URL. Copy this URL. Now what you have to do, go to the specific load balancer, go to here, select this one, go to the actions, and here we have a edit load balancer attributes. Remember guys, this load balancer, application load balancer and classic load balancer only, we will be store the logs to the S3 because those are HTTP and HTTPS. And comes to the network load balancer, right? We can't store it when we can't enabling the access log. The reason is this particular network load balancer is TCP protocol. The reason, because of that one, if something issue with network load balancer, right, you have to verify as VPC flow logs, not you haven't enabled access logs. Okay. Now you can click this edit load balancer attributes. Now you can come here and here everything's fine. If you come here, if you see here, access logs. If you want to be enabling access log, you can give it here, bucket URL. If you see here, it is asking the bucket URL. URL, right? Where we can get that URL? Here. Copy this URL. Okay, fine. Come here. You can give it here. Now, what I'm doing here, instead of giving directly, you can also browse this one. Browse it. Here you can see, select this particular one. You can choose. Now here you can see that URL. Remember guys, you have to give the URL, not URL. Sorry. Okay. Fine. Now you can, if you want to be enabling the connection logs also, you can do that. Currently, I'm not doing this one. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, click the save changes. If I'm trying to save the changes, what will happen? It is showing that access denied for bucket. The reason is we have to allow the specific ALB related one and bucket level, bucket policy level. So for that one, right, what you have to do, go to the Google, just search it like how to configure AWS ALB logs to S3. Here we have a AWS documentation, enable access logs for your application load balancer. Click this one. Okay. Now we can come here. First, you have to create the bucket. We already created. Now we have to attach the policy to your bucket. What you have to do, right? Come down. Here, very most important, regions available as August 2022 or later. If you see here, specific region level, there is a different accounts, and you can select this second one. Okay, second one. Regions are this one. And here, one of the most important, this is the policy you have to update at bucket policy level. In bucket level, you have to update this one. You have to update this one. Okay, fine. We will be updated. Here, what is expected? If you see here, version, this is the policy version when the AWS built, right? So they're maintaining specific version. If you change this version also, it won't work. Okay, you have to give the same version only. And statement, right? Whether it is allow or deny. In our case, it is allow. And principal, right? Which account? We are giving that AWS ARN, AWS IAM, ELB account ID. Remember, here ELB account ID is nothing but ELB account ID is nothing but not your AWS account. In specific region, we have a different, they are providing different AWS account IDs. Each and every region, they are providing different AWS account IDs. ELB account ID, you have to update. In our case, right? Our case is North Virginia. If you see here, our is North Virginia, right? That's why you have to update this account number here. And here, right, action, whether it is put object or get object or the delete object. Our case, right, load balancer will be pushed, upload, right? Upload means it is put object. Okay, fine. Here resource, right? Here you have to update your S3 ARM. Now what I'm doing here, right? Copy this one, go to the S3 bucket, go to the permissions. Okay. Now here, bucket policy. Come here, edit bucket policy. Okay. You can allow here, and here you have to update ELB account ID. Remember, again, I'm telling, based on your region, you have to update. For this, right, you have come here and you have to update this account number. Our case is North Virginia. That's why I'm updating this one. In case your case is Oregon region, California, right, you have to update different account number. Remember, again, I'm telling, this is not your AWS account. This is the AWS team account number. Okay, that is load balancer account number. You can come here, you can update here. Fine. Now, again, if we see here, it is asking the resource ARN. Where can we get that S3? You can copy here on the bucket ARN. You can update here. Okay, fine. Now, now you can save it. Now, still what will happen? It is getting the error like action does not apply. Now, what you have to do? Give the /star. Remember, guys, objects, right? You have to give the // I already said earlier. Okay, save changes. Now, if you see here, it is changed or saved it. Now, what I'm doing, right? Again, I'm trying to save the changes. Now, if you see here, I'm able to enabling it. If you see here, now come down. If you see here, we are able to enable the access logs. Once you enable, right, whether it is working or not, how do we know? So for that one, right, go to the S3 bucket. Once you added that bucket, right, you can click this one. It will be clear the AWS logs and then account number. Then you can see the test file. If you see the test file, right, it means like now going forward, the logs will be stored in S3 bucket. Now the logs will be stored in S3 bucket. And one more thing, the logs will be stored in S3 bucket, right? Every 10 minutes, it will be generated the zip file. Okay. So when you are retrieving, right, it may take 10 minutes delay. Okay. Clear it? How do we retrieve, right? We have an antenna in AWS, right? We have an antenna. Okay. Sorry, Athena. We have a Athena. Using this Athena, we can get this. You can troubleshoot if something happened, right? You can troubleshoot this particular using AWS ELB logs, whatever is stored in S3 bucket. And one more thing here, one of the most important question in interview level, whether you really worked or not, they can easily identify. Hey, you guys are enabling access logs for ALB. If we say no, they can easily identify, okay, this guy is not work. The reason is, especially production, we always enable the access logs. Okay. Second thing is, can we store S3, AWS access logs in CloudWatch directly? No, we can store it only in S3 bucket. We can't store it in CloudWatch. From S3, if you want, you can retrieve. How do you troubleshoot whatever is storing in S3 bucket? We can. We are using Athena. Athena is a different topic. Okay, using Athena, we can retrieve that logs and we can troubleshoot if something happen. Okay, Athena. Okay, fine. And one more thing, guys, in this particular same bucket, right? You can store it. You can store. You can update. We can store the multiple load balancer logs in single S3 bucket. If that is the case, what we'll do, right? We can give it specific path here. Example, here we given that /star, right? Instead of that one, / specific bucket name / load balancer name / you can give like that one as well. Okay, instead of giving /star, if you have a multiple one, we can give it as well. Okay, clear, right? Fine. Single load balancer we can store, single S3 bucket we can store multiple load balancers logs as well. Not only single load balancer for single S3 bucket, we will be store it each multiple load balancer logs in single S3 bucket. Okay, fine. Now we can see to what is static website. We already discussed, right? Static, in case if you want to be host static website, you can use the static. You can use the S3, but dynamic dynamic application, it won't be support, remember. And also static website, we won't be, we won't be host anything, but just for FI, okay, this one. In even interview level, they won't ask, don't worry. Okay, pre-sign URL. What is the uses of pre-sign URL? Simple example, what I'm going to do, right? We have a DevOps 7893 bucket. Here, right? What I'm trying to do, right? I'm selecting specific one. I'm using this object URL, copy this one. Okay. Now I'm trying to access this one. If you see here, I'm getting accessed in it. The reason is we haven't keep it public. Second option is, in case if you want to give the access, temporary access to anyone, what we can do, right? Using this pre-sign URL, we can give the temporary access, means we can provide that URL to them so that they can access the specific duration. So how do we do? Let's see. So for that one, right? Go to here, go to S3 bucket. Okay, select the specific object. Now what you can do, right? You can come here, select the specific bucket. Example, this murli.txt. Go to actions. Here we have a share with the pre-sign URL. Click this one. Here it is asking the minutes and hours. Minutes, right? It is maximum 720 minutes. Hours is nothing but, right? It is maximum 1 to 12 hours. Now what I'm doing here, right? I'm giving the 1 minute. What will happen, right? Even though if you are not enabling this S3 bucket is public, if we create a pre-sign URL, it will be generate one URL. If you see here, create a pre-sign URL, it is generated. If you observe here, it is generated the copy pre-sign URL. Copy this one and you can paste it here. You will see this is the URL. What we will do, right? We can give this URL to them so they can access. Now I'm trying to access this one. If you see here, using this URL, I'm able to access it. Clear, right? It will be only 1 minute. After 1 minute, right? Again, it will be expired. We can wait for 1 minute so that you will get some idea. But remember, this is recently implemented, but we won't be used much. But temporary being, if you want to give the temporary access to them, okay, specific object, instead of giving AWS console access or instead of creating the user and providing them, we can give temporary URL like this so that they can access it using this one. We have to wait for that because we kept 1 minute. So it means after 1 minute, right, automatically it will be expired. Okay, we can wait for that one. Okay, clear, right? What are the uses of pre-sign URL? If you want to set, give the specific duration, if you want to give the access to the specific object, you can create the pre-sign URL. Now, if you see here, whatever is generated token, 1 minute is expired. That's why it is showing like expires. Okay, it is expired. After 1 minute, right, they can't able to access. Maximum we can keep it 760 minutes only, and also it is 12 hours. Clear, right? Okay. Yeah, this pre-sign URL we won't use much, but sometimes, right, in any use cases, if you want to give the specific object to temporarily access, you can use this one. And in case sometimes your team leader manager reach out to you asking like, is there any other alternative way we can give temporary access to that particular only specific object? Yes, we can using pre-sign URL. We can give it, we can tell them. And also not only AWS console, same pre-sign URL we can create using AWS CLI command as well. Remember, okay? Can delete. Now, if you see here, URL is completed. I already done. And coming to the server-side encryption, right? As I said, right, by default, it will be enabling S3, SSM only, SSE only. Now you can go here. I'm closing this one. Now you can go it here. Specific bucket. Go to the properties. Yeah, if you see here, default encryption, right? By default, it is this particular Amazon S3 managed key, server-side SSE, server-side encryption. If you want to be enabling KMS, you can do it. If you want to be choose existing KMS, you can check it here. By default, it will be clear the SSL and KMS. We can select this one, okay? But real time, right, 99% will be use the default one only. Default AWS S3 managed keys only. We will be use it. We won't be create any new one. Okay, nothing to worry on that one. Clear, right? This part we don't require to. In case if you want to give it specifically KMS, you can choose KMS and you can give it. But if you don't require, you can default it will be use the AWS S3 managed keys only. Okay, clear, right? Now we can see how do we upload the any files or folders from AWS console. For that one, right, I have already AWS credentials, access key, secret key. Now what I will do, right, I'm going to open here CMD. Okay, I'm going to open here. Now what I'm doing here, right, I'm going to AWS config. I'm doing the AWS configure. Guys, I already created the access key, secret key here. Just do this one. If you are not aware this one, please have a look AWS IAM concept so that you will get some idea. Okay, enter. Now if you see here, I'm using AWS S3 LS. Now I'm getting the all the S3 buckets access. Let's see. If you see here, all the buckets I'm able to see it, because the reason is why I'm able to see it. Tell me why I'm able to see it. Because I already configured credentials, access key, secret key. That's why I'm able to see it. Now, what I want to do, right? This particular VPC Flowlogs bucket, right? I want to upload the murli.txt. What I need to upload? Murli.txt. I have to upload. Murli.txt file we have, right? This one I need to upload. How do we do? For that one, right? Use the AWS S3 CP command. AWS S3 CP, and you have to give the file or folder. Which one you are going to do? Murli.txt. Okay, txt, because the extension you have to give, otherwise it will show like Murli file is not exist. Okay, then you have to give the S3 colon // you have to give the URL. Okay, you have to give the URL. Copy this one, go to here and copy this. Copy this bucket. You can give this one. Okay, you have to update URL, not URL. You have to give like this /. What will happen? Whatever we are using AWS S3 CP command, copy from your local to S3 bucket, S3 colon the bucket name. In case if you want to be stored inside dev folder, you can give like this. Okay, but currently I'm directly copying. Just enter. Now what happened? If you see here, it is uploaded failed. Murli.txt access denied. Okay, got it. Why we are getting the denied, right? If you observe here, if you see here, upload failed, I'm getting access denied. Why I'm getting access denied? My user, right? Whatever dev user don't have a upload option permissions. Now I'm going to update it. Here, if it's here we have only read-only access. That's why I'm able to view it, list out, but I'm not able to upload it. That's why we are getting the upload failed. Now I'm adding this particular dev user, right? Dev user, I'm adding the go to the add file permissions, go to the attach files, attach, go to S3 full access. I'm giving that S3 full access. Okay. Now I'm trying now. Run the same command. If you see here, now I'm able to upload it. Why? Murli.txt and occurred. Okay. In VPC Flowlogs, let's see. I think we restructured. That's why. Go to here and go to the permissions. Yeah, we have allowed only this one. That's why. Okay, and one more thing, guys. Sorry, I forgot to explain here. VPC Flowlogs, when you enable, right, it will be generate this one, and I'm deleting this one. Okay, I don't require. Sorry, back here. We don't require this bucket policy. Just I'm deleting this one. Okay. We restricted. We allowed only specific one in bucket policy. That's why it is throwing the error, even though I have permission. Now here I'm enabling, and I'm using AWS S3 CP. If you see here, it is uploaded. Perfect. Now you can go here. Now you can go. Now you can go here. Now you can go check it here. S3 bucket, go to the objects. You can refresh this one. If you see here, murli.txt file, it is created and it is uploaded from local to remote, and it is in standard. Okay, clear, right? In case if you want to upload any folder, right? I'm going to create a folder. Okay. Dev folder. Example, I'm created a dev folder. I want to upload this one. Okay, how do we do? So inside the dev folder, I can keep it dev.pem file. Okay, I kept that one. Now what I'm doing here, right? Same command only. AWS S3 CP. Okay, now you have to give dev / and you have to give S3 : // and you have to give the bucket name. What is the bucket name? What is the bucket name? Now you have to give the bucket name is this one, VPC Flowlax 78. Okay, copy this one. Now you can see it. What happened? If you see here, failed invalid parameter. Okay, length is 1, and you can give the slash. Now still it is showing that. Oh, don't give the slash here, dev. Okay, give it. Now if you see here, failed. Okay, dev, it is not able to taking valid one, this one. Okay, 1 second. Remember one thing, guys. When you are uploading any folders, okay, you have to give this one, -f recursive. You have to give this -f recursive. Otherwise, you will get like this failed length for parameter key value 0, minimum length is 1. Okay. The reason is the particular folders, right? If you are uploading inside the folder, it contains multiple files and again folders, right? So for that one, right? If you want to upload, you have to give the -f archive. Sorry, recursive. -f recursive you have to give so that it will upload successfully. Okay, in the folder, inside the folder also dev.pem. You can go and check it here. Go to the objects here, come here, you can refresh this. And if you see here, dev.pem, it is uploaded. Okay, dev.pem, it is uploaded. Inside the dev.pem, it is uploaded. Okay, clear, right? Inside the dev.pem, it is uploaded. Recursive means it is uploaded. Now, in case if I want to upload whatever I have in whatever I have here, if I want to upload, how do we do? So for that one, right? And one more thing, dev is not uploaded. Let's see. Dev folder is uploaded. No, it is not uploaded. We have to upload that one. Okay, wait. Now again, I'm running this AWS S3 CP command for dev, not DevOps, dev folder. Here we have a dev folder, right? Dev folder, it contains dev.pem file. Okay. Now what I'm doing here, right? You can give it here dev. Whatever it contains, right? And everything it will be uploaded. Okay. If you see here, it will uploaded dev/dev.pem file. Okay. Uploaded to this particular dev.pem file. It is uploaded to dev. Okay. Yeah, that the particular dev, right? You can, I'm giving like /dev/. Currently, if you see here, we don't have any dev folder. Okay. We don't have any dev folder. What will happen when I upload this one? If we enter this one, right? What will happen? If it is uploaded, whatever dev.dev.pem file, it is uploaded to inside the dev folder. Okay. I mean, dev object, you can hit this one. If it's here, we have a dev folder. Inside the dev folder, we uploaded the dev.pem file. Understand that? Again, I'm repeating it. You might be confused. Okay. See here, I'm using AWS S3 CP command. Dev is a folder. Inside the dev, we have a dev.pem file. If you are doing any folders, right, you have to give the recursive first thing. Second thing is in S3, this is the bucket name. This is the dev is a folder inside the bucket. And this whatever we have right inside the dev folder, everything will be copied to here. Okay. And you have to give the recursive, -f recursive command. Because it is a directory, that's why we have to give the recursive. Okay. Clear, right? Any questions? Fine. This is the process of, through command line also we can do that. Especially, right, in case if we have any data in our local, especially we have 1 terabyte, 2 terabytes, 100 GB, 1000 GB, right? During that time, instead of doing the AWS console, we will be always recommended to use the AWS CLI. So it will be fast compared to this one. Okay. Clear, right? And one more thing, whatever I shown commands, right? Just you can go to the Google. Okay. Go to the Google here. Go to the Google and you can type it here, AWS S3 CLI. Okay. If you give this one, right, you can see it here, AWS S3 CLI. And here you can see all the commands as well. Whatever we saw that come down. Here you can see the available commands for S3. We saw that ls command, and also we use the cp command, and also we have a sync rm command, Presigned URL. If you want to create any Presigned URL, we can do that one. Okay. But very rarely will we use CLI. And in case if you want to be upload from our local to remote, I mean remote means S3 bucket, we can use the AWS console or AWS S3. But especially remember, guys, for application level, right, they will be use the AWS SDK. using that one, right, they will be configure all the things and the application will be automatically upload PDF file, zip file, anything, automatically that application upload to the S3 bucket. Okay, clear, right? This is the process of, this is the AWS S3 related concepts. These are the most important. We frequently will be use it. And I also said, right, where exactly we'll be use it. And finally, right, we'll be delete the S3 bucket. Okay. So I'm going to delete it. I'm going to delete this VPC flow logs. Okay. Select this one, delete. Now, if you see here, I'm trying to delete, it is throwing the error. First, you have to be, your bucket should be empty. It means inside the buckets, whatever you uploaded objects, right? First, you have to delete it. Otherwise, you can't able to delete the bucket. That's why it is throwing the error. This is the beauty of S3 bucket, because otherwise, if someone by mistake, if they delete, right, it will be delete entire one. Once you delete, you can't revert back. Even though if you raise the ticket with AWS still, they won't help you. Okay, clear, right? They won't help you. Now, what I'm doing here, right? Go to again this one. I'm going to insert, select all, and go to the delete. And here we have a delete option, right? Come down, and here you can select the permanently delete. Okay, select this one, delete objects. Now, if you see here, it is deleted. Wonderful. Now you can see that. Now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to delete this object. Select this one, and here we have a delete option. Now here it's asking, once you delete, right, you can't undo. So be careful. Okay. And one more thing, guys. Once bucket delete, right, other user can able to use same bucket. Okay. Same bucket name they can able to create using this one. Now I'm doing here, delete this. Okay. And one more thing you have to remember. Currently, I have created this bucket in US East, right? In case if you are trying to create same bucket with a different region, you have to wait for 1 hour. In case if you want to create a same bucket with same region, you can create immediately. But just I'm showcasing here, I'm going to different region. Okay. Example, I'm going to Oregon region. I'm going to Oregon region, and here I'm giving same bucket name. Okay. If we see here, create a bucket, it will throw the error like, okay, unexpected error. Okay, it is showing that conflicting conditional operation is currently in progress. It means, right, we deleted in North Virginia bucket. Same bucket I'm trying to create Oregon region. So what will happen? What will happen? It will be throw the error. The reason is you have to wait for 1 hour to create a same bucket in different region. In case if you want to create the same bucket with same region, immediately you can create. Currently, if you see here, North Virginia, right, I'm going to create a same bucket. Earlier I have deleted. Just create bucket. Now you can create immediately. You won't get any error. The reason is same bucket, it will be, you can create immediately, but if in case if you want to create in different regions, same bucket, once they deleted, it will take 1 hour to create it. Okay, so you have to be wait for that one. That is the default behavior from AWS side. Okay, clear, right? And again, I'm telling, we have a website. All the courses I will be uploaded in Tech World with Murli. If anyone interested to enroll the courses, right, you can use DevOps 50 token. Okay, using this one coupon code, you can get 50% discount for 1 year plan. Okay, fine. And also we have a YouTube channel. I will upload the videos here as well. And also we have already playlist for DevOps related as well. Please have a look. Okay. And finally, right, and also we have already said, right, we have a GitHub repo, and I have updated all the documentations here. Please have a look. And remember, whatever I run the commands also, I will be updating GitHub repo. Okay, so that you can just go through it and read it, and you can learn it. Okay, fine. And still, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, you can reach out to me via LinkedIn. Okay, and also Instagram. And also we have a Telegram group as well. You can join there. If anything update, right, you will get notification. Okay, clear, right? Any questions? Any questions? No, right? If you have still any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And again, I'm telling guys, if you are watching my videos, please don't skip it. Try to at least watch fast forwarding. The reason is I always use the real-time words and also where exactly will be used. And one more thing, just to be recap what we discussed so that it is good. we discussed about what is S3, what is buckets, what is objects, okay? How do we store? What you have to give it, and what type of storage classes available? How do we create the bucket? How do we upload the objects from bucket from local, I mean, console through console? How do we enable, what are the uses of versioning, and also bucket policy? Okay, and also we enabling the life cycle as well. And also how do we store the application load balancer logs to the S3 bucket? And how do we, what are the uses of static website? Okay, and also we saw that presigned URL, what are the uses of that one, when we can use this one, and also server-side encryption, we discussed about that. Okay, and also how do we upload that any files from AWS using AWS CLI. Remember guys, AWS CLI will be used very rare cases, but sometimes if you in case someone asked you to how do you do, you have to help them. That's why you should be aware of, especially developers, they will reach out to you. Okay, but in real time, right, application will be write the automatically, they won't do any from local. Okay, and how do we delete, what are the drawbacks if we're deleting and creating in another available region, how much time we have to wait, we discuss everything. Okay, I hope understand it. Still, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks for watching this video. We will see you next video.